And now that we've picked up the Acacia key, we can go ahead and make our way back to that locked door. Oh, and this is a pretty interesting detail. This painting is of the red and black boards that we just picked up. It's pretty intriguing. And in this next room are some pretty interesting details. It's a children's room. I got matches on the end table next to the child's bed. Stuffed animals line the top of the shelf. Nothing very interesting. Oh, is this a teddy bear? It's not very well made, but it's sort of cute anyway. I bet Laura would love it. She loves bears. Laura? Who am I talking about? Our first experience of feeling those emotions towards Laura. The unexplained emotions. A doll is sitting on the chair. Now that I look closer, it's filthy. Whoever lived here must have really loved this thing.
Oh, no, she fell out the window! Don't move her!
What happened?
There's a candle here. And we'll take those matches. And illuminate our surroundings. There's something below the chair. Is this a birthday card? To my dearest daddy, happy birthday, from Amy Baldwin. Got the birthday card. So we can assume that Amy Baldwin is Ernest's daughter.
Give it. To my daddy.
It's pretty creepy. So let's go and find Ernest. Bring him the birthday card. That surprised me. Goodness. And here's the room that Ernest was chilling in. Doesn't seem to be here anymore. That mist effect. Looks pretty awesome. There's a book here. It looks like a plant encyclopedia. Acacia. A genus of evergreen trees of the mimosa tribe of the pea family. Its tiny flowers are yellow or white and grow in clusters. Common varieties include the gum tree. The acacia tree is a potent symbol in many religions across the world. In Christianity, it represents eternal life and morality. In ancient Egypt, it represents purity and rebirth, while in ancient Babylonia, it was thought of as the tree of the goddess Ishtar and was a symbol of life. It was also a holy tree to the ancient Jews who built the sacred Ark of the Covenant from it, and for whom it signified a peaceful death and a release from grief. All the major themes of the main scenario right there. Life, morality, release from grief and pain. This music. Lots of narrow walkways here. Where has Ernest gone? All of this stuff that we're picking up, we're probably not going to need any of it, to be honest. Whoa! They don't give you much room to operate in here. Lost memories. I have the strongest trust, you may even call it faith, in the miracle called resurrection of the dead. Upon the hill where the light descended, the beast intoned his song, with words of blood, drops of mist, and the vessel of night, the grave become an open field. The people wept in fear and joy at the reunion, but my faith in the salvation of Zuchul Paba did not waver. It is also spoken of in the ancient legends. The original worshippers did not believe that death was the end, but that it was simply the path by which the deceased returned to nature. They believed the process was reversible. There's something imprinted towards the bottom of the page. Did Ernest write this? What could it mean? Blood equals red, mist equals white, night equals black. So Ernest is clearly dabbling around with resurrection rituals, trying to bring his deceased daughter back.
Do you know a little girl named Amy?
Why do you ask me that?
This letter. To my dearest daddy. It's from a girl named Amy Baldwin. Your daddy?
Yes. Where'd you find that?
Up in the attic.
Oh. What a fool. Now, when it's too late, I finally understand why. Why she was there. Why she was holding that empty envelope when she fell.
Ernest. Amy. She isn't... I'm sorry. I'm sorry I reminded you.
No need to apologize. You didn't remind me. I've never forgotten. Maria, some things we forget, and some things we can never forget. It's funny, I'm not sure which one is sadder. It's been 10 years, but I still...
Ernest, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No, it's fine. Maria, that letter.
I'll leave it here.
Thanks. Maria? So you must be... That's why you could see me.
Huh?
So perhaps that means that I can hope for a miracle as well.
What do you mean?
In the apartment next door, there's a bottle containing a white liquid. I don't know exactly where it is, but I know it's in there somewhere. I must have it.
You... want me to get it for you?
Please.
Why don't you just get it yourself?
If I could, believe me, I would. But I...
White?
I'll open the stairway door.
Ernest, do you really believe it will work?
I don't know.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind fighting for an impossible cause. Anyway, it beats just giving up and doing nothing.
Maria, thank you.
Okay, so another interesting interaction with Ernest. Lots of questions. Amy's present to her father, Ernest, found with the birthday card. I think I'll leave this here. But, first of all, Lost Memories, the book that we just read from, that's another item that we need for the rebirth ending in the main scenario. And what I find to be interesting, along with a lot of other people for that matter, is the mention of a god called Zuchilpaba. It's interesting, and it's also a bit of a head-scratcher, because in Silent Hill 3, you find these memos that give you some insight into the lore of the town, specifically in regards to the gods of the town. And you know what? Let me take care of these first, before I continue. Come on. Where is it? Is that it? Oh man. There's some kind of plate on the floor. Amy Baldwin. She was loved too much by God. 7 years was not enough time. So she fell out of the window and died at only 7 years. But yeah, as I was saying, within the memos that you pick up in Silent Hill 3, you know, the bits of lore in regards to the gods of the town and the Order, which is the religious cult behind the town, there's mention of a god named Zuchilbara, not Zuchilpapa, and he's referred to as the Red God. So, you gotta wonder if this was just a typo, or perhaps it's just another god of the town. Either way, it's still weird. Keep out of Haunted Mansion. I'd say that's pretty good advice. And the conversation with Ernest is also a bit of a head-scratcher. He figures out who Maria is. He says, "Maria, so you must be," or something like that. And he knows who she is. And then he says, "So that must mean that I can hope for a miracle as well." What does that mean? Right? Like, what is he talking about? He also says, So that must be why you can see me. It's just like, dude, we haven't even seen you yet. What are you talking about? But in regards to the statement, you know, perhaps that means I can hope for a miracle as well. Maybe that's referring to James, you know, wishing to see his dead wife again, and lo and behold, Maria is born. And you guys remember this table, right? Something is written on the desk. Oh, it's too dark to read. Come on. First lies the seat of he who is peerless, silent and empty, heartless and fearless. Ring any bells? Well, actually, it wouldn't say that anymore, regardless, because that's the beginning of the riddle on hard difficulty. And actually, we're just about finished here. Once we return to Ernest, the final cutscene will play, and the credits are going to roll shortly afterwards. We're going to finish this in well under an hour. And we get to hear the soothing music one last time.
Thank you, Maria. That's the only item I couldn't get myself. By the time I found out about it, I could no longer leave this house. So long.
Yes, but will...
Maria, the gods are here. You know it too. You were born in this town.
I'm not sure God is the right word.
Do you believe in fate?
Not really.
That's fine then.
Ernest, can I open this?
This is a dead end. There's nothing beyond here.
I know. So, what if I had said I believed in fate?
That James. He's a bad man.
James... Yes. I know.
He's looking for the you that isn't you.
Because he's kind? Do you know something?
Yes. Maria, you're...
Anyway, that's just what you think. You don't really know anything. That's fine.
Okay.
James.
Mary? No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend? My name is Maria.
Alright, guys, so that finally wraps everything up. There's just a couple things that I'd like to talk about, though, before I get out of here for good. First of all, Ernest. It seems highly likely to me that Ernest was a member of the Order long before he died, perhaps even before his daughter's death. It would explain to me why he has a portrait of the red and black boards chilling in his house, why he has the lost memories in this massive study of his, and finally why he has this unique insight into the gods of the town and who/what Maria is. I don't think that you have this knowledge or come into possession of these items without, knowing exactly what you're doing. And finally, that final cutscene with Maria is so sad when she puts the gun to her head. In that instant, she's realized who and what she is, and fully, and she's trying to weigh out, whether or not it's worth continuing on. And what's really sad is, even if she did try to kill herself, we know that she would just come back anyway. But that's it, guys. I'm out of here. Take care.